Another day, another video. Welcome back to the channel, everybody. Today we are watching the Umbrella Academy. This is episode 7 of season 3. Hopefully you guys have been enjoying the series so far. So episode 6 was interesting. We started the episode with the Sparrow Academy in, I think it was 2014, being trained by Pogo. He was there, he was training them. We've seen a fight between the one that can like spit the snake venom and obviously Ben. He was trying to like win a bell. It was pretty much on the floor, pretty much his first to it, and he was just fight all out. Ben ended up grabbing her, strangling her with his obviously tentacles before Reginald come in. He was saying carry on, mate. You know, in the real life, in the real world, nobody's there to tap out. Nobody's there to stop you. You fight until you finish. You know what I mean? Which is actually true in that situation. Now, obviously, Pogo didn't want that to happen, but she ended up grabbing a spike on the floor of one of these columns that was just broken, stabbed him, hurt him. She ran over and rang that bell. Now, this ended up in a fight between, obviously, Reginald and Pogo, and he pretty much sacked him. That is why he left the house. On his way out, he gave Malcolm some tablets, and those are the ones that Reginald had been taking, that Klaus has helped him to stop by obviously putting them to the side of his cheeks when obviously they check in to see if he's taking them. So very interesting that we tied that in. And then later on in the episode, obviously we've seen 5 arrive to Pogo in the present, and obviously they had a discussion about Reginald and how he become obsessed with doing his experiments and all these symbols and signs. And then he asked him about the sign that was on his chest when he was like 100 years old, and then he was saying, yeah, it looks like a tattoo he done, but he doesn't know like what it resembles. Then obviously 5 was telling him more about the story, and he's saying, oh my god, it's happening again. Now that he's off his meds, he's going to go after it. He's going to keep trying. He's going to pursue that his work. So I like how we're tying that in. I actually really do. Diego and Lila, they went through the door, didn't they? He was trying to find, you know, Stan. He was like, can't find him in this hotel. He must have gone through here and ran down. Of course, that's what a 12-year-old kid's going to do. He's going to see a bright tunnel. He's going to go running. So they went down to have a look, and obviously when he went inside, it seemed like they went into another dimension themselves. There was like sushi being served. There was, I don't know what it was, but there was foreign writing on the desk. And as Diego tried to like leave the building, he went round the rotating doors and he ended up coming back inside. So they couldn't leave. He ended up going over to the bell, and boom, he pinged it. The colours changed. Big like monster was awoken. We seen an axe literally fly across the screen. He tried to push Lila out the way, chopped his 2 fingers off. He was screaming, he was holding it. He ran back, both of them are jibbing as fast as they can, back through the tunnel and come back to the other side. And Stan was there, mate. He was like, mate, where have you been all day? I just went to get a slushie and some food. And then, mate, obviously we see the Kugelblitz earlier on in the episode hit out. As it sucked everything back in, it took Stan with it, so now he's disappeared. And Stan actually isn't Diego and Lila's kid, mate. She said she robbed him from a mate while she's gone away to see if he was a good dad. Diego, she was testing him. The also other interesting thing to finish the episode off is we had VIKTOR and Harlan working together to obviously take the powers off him and put it inside of VIKTOR, make him stronger. They successfully done it, and as obviously VIKTOR is recovering, Allison ended up having a conversation with Harlan, and he ended up saying that he's sorry, you know, for what he'd done to the parents. It was him, obviously, that killed them. He couldn't control it. Allison started saying he's the reason why she's lost a daughter, why she's lost Ray. She knocked him out, and then she's ended up dropping him off with the Sparrows, where Luther's there after accepting a big full kit, like to replace kind of Malcolm because he's really interested in Salome. So again, that's really, really interesting. Don't know if Ben is trying to keep his enemies closer. You know what I mean? It's going to be really intriguing to find out. But that is where we currently are. Hopefully you enjoyed today's episode. If you do, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new. And as always, let's jump into episode 7, season 3 of the Umbrella Academy. Flying all over the timelines, aren't we?
No, you be firm this time.
Yes.
One kiss and I became her slave.
Do you even love me?
You know you can't be in here.
You took away my briefcase, Harblet.
Ding dong, the bitch is dead, so make her daughter pay instead. Not exactly fair.
We can drop you off in any time period.
Fine. West Berlin. 1989.
So that's when he was all born then. The briefcase. Smart. I wonder how many there are knocked around. Probably they might have planted loads.
Kann ich mir Ihren Vorschlag ausleiten?
Interesting, mate. You would be sweating your back out. Look how much they're moving. Skills. It's skillful, that.
Where's your mom?
She left with the bass player.
Mums are the worst.
Tell me about it. I'll be fine though, you don't gotta stay.
What do you say you and I go to America and terrorize an old friend of mine?
I'm down.
I do like how they show the umbrellas and the sparrows, you know what I mean? The little logos that they do. I do actually like it, mate. You know, at the start of each episode, they always morph into like a sparrow or an umbrella, but they do it like so randomly. Like, it's really good. Like, I just liked it then coming out of that bong, so to speak. I think the last episode or something, was it the glass and then it started getting rain on it and it started cracking and transitioned over. We had the first ever one where it was a shadow. Like, it's decent. I like it. And do you know what, right? It's pretty good how the explained how Lila and Stanley ended up being together here in this timeline. Yes, I know what she said, that she took a friend's kid, and like I would have took that as suffice. Like, I would have been like, yeah, Sam, that's all I needed to know. But like, they give you a little backstory, a little introduction, see how it's happened, see how she ended in Berlin, see how they met, see how she got the briefcase in the first place. And I don't know, it's just extra information that I didn't know I needed, but I like it now. I've got it. Is this Reginald?
I did indeed, and you remain dead for 22 minutes. We have work to do. No, Dad!
Wait, is he trying to make him respawn faster? Is that what he's trying to do? He's just saying that the first time took 22 minutes. He could have took his organs out dead. He wouldn't have come back, you know. If it's ending, you need to be quicker, mate. You need to die and then come back alive after 5 seconds. You know what I mean? He looks mad in that suit.
Did you tell him?
Not yet. I did what had to be done.
I'm just saying. Should have been a family decision.
You look like it unpops it. You're the one having an identity crisis.
Oh, really? It's fine what you call what you did to me at the hotel.
Ben is calling a family meeting?
Oh, right. Yeah, good. Agreed.
Both families.
Maybe he was using him as like an extension.
Stanley is gone. We need to face it.
Check the chimney, all right?
He's not in the bloody chimney. Why do you want to go in there anyway? It's just sushi and death.
Future me in the commission bunker, I warned myself about Oblivion. The monkey said Dad spent years training the sparrows for some kind of super secret mission into
Oblivion?
This is about more than just you two.
Says the guy with all his fingers. I didn't get this by giving a mummy a hand job. All right? I went in there and I lost my fingers.
The world's ending, so I think it's time we put our petty bullshit aside and work together on this Kugelblitz.
Oh, that's the fucking thing that he was drawing when he knocked him down, when he shocked him. And no, before he shocked him, I think it was. You know, Klaus was telling him a story last episode, and he drew that, and then that was in Pogo's book as well. When he got it out and laid it in the table for 5, that mark was in it. I'm sure it was on the left page. And look at it now, mate. It's on that wall. That's interesting, that. It actually is. I was looking to see if it had the same head there on the bottom right that was on the wall in that room. Interesting, you know. Good that he's tying it in.
Where the hell is Victor and Klaus?
Tharlok probably Kugelblitz by now.
Yeah, dark little dude sometimes.
Ooh, what happened to your hand?
We don't have time for idle chit-chat.
You don't know which family to sit at. He's just going to sit on the floor there.
So, this is kind of nice.
Yeah, if I kill you, do we get our Ben back?
Okay, if the testosterone twins are done, I'd like to get back to a plan.
What did you do to Harlan?
They didn't do anything. I killed Harlan.
Why?
Because he didn't deserve to live.
He's got popcorn.
Listen to them.
$20 in the little one.
They don't get to tell us what to do.
We'll take that action.
Harlan killed all of our mothers.
Bloody plot twist.
Who told you that?
He didn't mean to hurt anyone.
How do you know?
Because I knew him, and he was sweet and kind until I made him like us. This was about hurting me. Payback for...
Go on. Protecting him brings Sissy back because it was just his personal...
I didn't kill anyone!
But you risked everyone. God, this whole family is so quick to tell me to suck up my pain and so worried about fixing yours. Destroy the world, kill Pogo, almost kill me, and for what? So we can all run around and clean up your mess? Shut your mouth!
Allison.
How are you doing this without saying I heard a rumor?
Just a little residual gift from Harlan.
All right, that's it. Knock off the power shit, Allison.
We should have left in the basement.
Whoa, Allison, all right!
He did deserve that, to be honest. It's not like it wasn't a good scene, but she was a bitch.
You guys fight just like us.
We don't fight like this.
Yo, it's interesting. Like, because Allison's had a pretty interesting story this season. I ain't gonna lie. Like, there's many times where I felt sorry for her and I could get her emotions, like losing her daughter. I mean, that one you could totally understand, and losing her husband. Like, these are massive things that, like, when somebody's acting out and somebody's upset and somebody does a rash decision, you can understand, you can get it. Like, you can physically, like, but then it doesn't mean that they've got the right to be a bitch. Do you know what I mean? So, like, what she was saying there was savage, and, like, she was blaming Victor for not trying to, like, help get a daughter back. But, like, what literally can he do? What can he do apart from try and get a briefcase, which he's trying. He tried loads of times this season to get that briefcase, and obviously, like, tried to take the powers away from Harlan so that he couldn't actually destroy and hurt any more people again. Do you know what I mean? I don't understand, like, how he done anything wrong in that situation. Now, Harlan did kill their parents, yeah, but he killed the parents accidentally. It was an accident prior to these even being born. So, like, I know that sounds daft, but that is the case, isn't it? You know what I mean? Like, he accidentally used a power that got consumed by it, and it ended up killing some innocent people. But it's before these guys was even born, so it's not as if they got a connection to him, and it's not as if, do you know what I mean? Like, you can, I don't know, killing him, I think that was, like, dead rash. From, if Allison has killed him, it's rash, and, like, it seems like her personality's changed, like, it does. And like Five just said, she's not saying I heard a rumor anymore. I don't know if it's because when she walked inside of that dome, yeah, when them two was bouncing each other, she walked in to gain some sort of strength or some sort of power. Because did she shout stop inside there and Harlan stopped? And now she's just saying stop, quiet, or whatever's, and it's working. Look, she's looking like she's getting dead evil.
So tell me, what do we like to do together? For fun? Didn't we take any family trips in your timeline?
With our dad? Hell no. Things kind of went sideways at the old academy early on.
How so?
Five got lost in time. Ben died during the Jennifer incident.
Tragic.
Oh, tragic. I'm not finished. Turned Luther into a half-monkey, moon boy freak thing. You were a terrible father.
Yes, pick that up. Thank you. I just made it up to you. I help you master your powers. You stop blaming me for the sins of your other father. Near immortality is an unbelievable gift. Yet you come back to life at unpredictable intervals outside of your control with the reflexes of a wet noodle.
But just so you know, I have the hand-eye coordination of a drunk kitten.
Did not expect that. How fast do you reckon it's going to take him this time? Took 22 minutes last. I'm going to say it's going to take 19.
Reanimation after death.
Oh, 18 minutes. Oh!
Concentrate, Charles. You can do it.
Oh, that's the back. Oh. Yo, Vector style.
Never doubted you. Now you're ready.
I've always wondered if the mum going to play a bigger part in the season. She's been obsessed with the Kugelblitz, hasn't she?
Beautiful, isn't it? That's what took Stanley.
Along with a few other billion people.
Who I didn't know and don't care about.
Grace has been tracking the waves. Next one is due in 3 hours.
All right, so what do we do?
We trap it.
Tensile strength.
UTS ceiling of 10,000 gigapascals.
Should I be finding this hot?
No.
Minute.
For this to work, we need Sloane, Lila, Christopher, and Victor.
Well, I wonder why they need all them people. Literally, I wonder why. But it's interesting that Sloane and Five are kind of on the same wavelength. They're both well smart. I like how Lila's like, should I be thinking this is hot? Also, I was thinking every time Klaus was dying and he was respawning faster, I was thinking, do you reckon it's deteriorating how many times he can actually die? So, like, if he died and he replenished after 22 minutes, next time it was 21. Do you know what I mean? By the time he gets to replenishing after 1 minute, that means that he's only got a couple of lives left. And when it goes to replenishing after 1 second, next time he's dead. So the higher it took him, the better it is, the more lives that he had, if that makes sense.
Your family, Victor. And there's nothing that would make me love you less.
Have you been waiting for someone to come chase after you this whole time? You know, people say we have egos, but you're the real messy bitches. Won't matter much longer anyway. In a few days, we'll all be Kugel toast. Guess Harlan will have died for nothing.
That is true though. Like, he might as well help, otherwise his death would have been for nothing. Is this the same place that he took him when he was younger, when he was sat down, when he first died, when he was sick on himself?
Why do you, of all people, fear the dead?
Some asshole in the real world locked me in a box of ghosts as a kid, as a little kid.
You lost something vital here. It's time you take it back.
Tell you what, this Reginald's been a pretty decent guy so far.
Any inside tips on how to get your stupid brother to accept my apology?
People don't want apologies. They want confessions. You know, I thought killing Harlan would make me feel better. Didn't.
Maybe you're feeling everything all at once and it all just kind of cancels out.
Well, the way I see it, in a few days we'll all be dead. Or in some new timeline. Or Harlan probably never even existed anyway. Nothing stays.
Told you, mate, she's losing it.
You've got the spins. Things are still real. They're just moving by so fast. You get dizzy with the changes. You've got to pick a focus point to lock onto, no matter what changes around you.
And what if I had one and I lost her?
Then find another one.
Yeah.
One of those black holes inside is vibrating at a different rate.
I can feel them.
Do it. Using its own gravity to condense it.
Oh, he's coming down.
My year of redemption had come.
Whoa. Yo, mate. You know, what's possessing her? She looks absolutely crazy. I mean, I've got to say, I'm liking how she's played more of a story. We seen her worshipping the Kugelblitz, didn't we? We seen her writing all of the symbols onto the floor, and at least it's played some sort of factor in her further down the line where she's trying to protect and save it. Do you know what I mean? It's not just a thing that they threw in and you're just like, so what was the point in that? We're getting some sort of outcome, which is decent. Yeah.
Lila, I need you.
5 can teleport over and knock her down. Yeah. Hey, that was good.
Personal.
What she just said? Did Ben see with her eye what was that?
Quickly. What are you afraid of? Face-eating ghosts? No, you're afraid of failure, so you refuse to even try. I witnessed you today. Inside that overly manicured exterior, you are a warrior.
What if I do?
I don't know, but I believe with all of my heart that you do.
He's absorbing them all. He's had a pretty good season, I think.
Well, aren't you a miracle?
What's happened to all the people that got took from it? Another one bites the dust.
Another one bites the dust. How do you think I'm gonna get along without you when you're gone? You took me for everything that I had and kicked me out of my own.
Yo, look at that world now, mate. It's absolutely destroyed.
I made you a new list. It's all your favorite Italian monuments that are still left standing.
Nerd.
Well, you saved the world. You deserve to finally see it.
Oh, that's well cute.
The stone is moon rock.
That is well good.
I brought it back with me, and I've kind of been keeping it for a special occasion. Sloan, will you marry me?
I actually like Sloan. Yes, that's good. I actually do like her. Ring is sick, mate. Moonrock. Yo, you know, who knows, mate? You might get a bit of Sloan like we got this, well, last season and this season with Lila. You know, she is part of the family now, so to speak. And you know what? The more the merrier. It's good having more storylines. I've enjoyed the integration of this cast this season. People have not been used too much or too less. You get a bit of everybody. And I actually do think it's better. It's made Luther better. It's just made him more relevant. It's given him a decent storyline, a little bit on the side, you know, and it's just kept himself interesting. And I like it. You know, I'd be fuming if I was at Marcus, to be honest. You know, the guy who lost pretty much the first episode, being cast in this, and then boom, #1 gone. I've not even seen him as well. Is that cube called Chris? He's just consumed the Kugelblitz. But like, where is the billion people that have been drawn inside of it and swallowed? Are they dead? Do you know what I mean? Like, literally, are they full on dead or what?
Sorry about your robot, Mum.
She wasn't my robot.
Sorry I lied to you about Stanley.
He deserved better.
Yeah, he did. Do you know why I brought him to you?
Because you're a sociopath.
No, dropping a kid in your lap and seeing if you'd reject us and run felt safer than telling you the truth. Pregnant, Diego.
Oh, now is this the truth?
I'll pee on whatever stick you want later, but for now, please, just... My mum put a bullet in my heart.
Yeah, Five told me. How did you know?
Infinite switchboard. I'm not gonna be very good at this, but I saw you with Stan and you're a good dad.
What do you want from me, Lila?
Truth. I think you should run from me. I think that someone who never had a family is in no position to ask for one. That's what I want with you.
Can I think about
it? Of course.
Oh, I thought he was just going to turn around and say I thought about it. I'm in.
Hey, that was really nice of you. Kill Mom so Diego didn't have to.
They're in Reginald's office, isn't it?
About Allison.
We're all worried about Allison.
I was just trying to do the right thing and save Harlan's life.
You know why I wanted this last jump to work so badly? Because I slaughtered a boardroom full of people to buy our way back here. There's no save 5 Harlans for every 2 Claires formula. This is the price of being powerful. Sometimes we step on ants. The decisions you make impact the entire world. You know what they call a superhero who works alone? A villain.
I am not a villain, Five.
And Victor, I hope to God you never will be.
I love Five. He's sick, innit?
Lie to us again. Victor, I'll kill you myself.
You could try.
We don't need them anymore. I'm not done yet.
Done what?
That's between me and Dad.
You are a terrible leader with no loyalty to anyone but yourself.
You don't speak for Christopher.
Here's to a new life without this dickhead.
Back away.
Chris.
Wait, Ben!
Chris saved him. Oh, that's interesting. I constantly think, mate, like, how are they surviving this? Do you know what I mean? Look how much it's expanding. It's taking, right, that looked like it took over the whole house then, did it, mate? Literally, you would think all of them had just been consumed by that Kugelblitz, but no, somehow they'll stay alive. Well, to be honest, Five done his jump, didn't he? Now, if Lila was close to him, she could do it as well. She can mimic it. She could take Diego with her. He's took Ben, which is good, you know, no one left behind. I mean, the other one's just been taken. I don't know where Salone and Luther is. Actually, they was on the roof, wasn't there? I don't know how they've got down off there safely in time. But again, it's interesting, because where was Allison in that scenario then? Was she still in the house, or did she leave when he was all dancing and having a party and a drink? We hadn't seen her since that situation there. Now, obviously, we've seen Victor. He was having a conversation there with Five, and Five was saying, look, mate, you know, nobody likes a lone superhero. Those lone superheroes, guess what they are? The villains, you know? I don't want you to be that villain. It's left to be seen. We'll see what your actions do next. You know what I mean? If you get a problem, encounter anything, come to me. We'll help. We're family. We're a team. It's also interesting that Ben said that he made a plan with Reginald. I'm trying to think if Reginald's actually using Klaus. Maybe, you know. To be honest, if you think about it, it's been pretty decent this episode. I even called it earlier on in the episode. He actually was an asset to Klaus. He helped him. He was helping him obviously come back to life and consumed all those gold. Maybe he can consume the Kugelblitz himself, to be honest, because if he can't die, maybe somehow he can absorb it and get killed / come back alive. Do you know what I mean? I don't know. I don't know if they're trying to use Klaus because they see him as a person that can be beneficial towards them. But in this episode alone, he was decent. He was a pretty good dad. Yeah, he was killing him, but he's killing him in a beneficial way. You know, one that's going to help him way. And he did help him progress with the ghosts as well. So I actually like this episode. I thought it was good and exciting. It's shocking that Lila's pregnant. And, you know, my question is every single person that's been swallowed by the Kugelblitz dead? Or are they going to come back alive in some sort of other timeline? Or when they destroy it, are they going to come back? Okay, that's going to wrap up today's episode. Thanks so much for checking out our channel today. Hopefully, you guys did enjoy. So, very interesting the way we ended it. The Kugelblitz is absolutely expanding. It has literally rippled and destroyed all of that city. The apocalypse is happening again for the 3rd season. And, you know, I thought it's quite interesting, to be honest, because I know that Victor's mad that obviously you know, Alison's gone and killed Harlan, which is actually shocking, by the way. You know, I actually didn't think that she killed him. I thought that she just knocked him out and handed him over to Ben. I thought that they was going to do something themselves. I think it's a bit savage, to be honest, for her to actually kill him and blame him obviously for well, not being able to see Ray and her daughter anymore. I mean, it's absolute savage, isn't it, really? I mean, I get where she's coming from, but it's proper savage. And it's something that happened technically before she was even alive. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's what's really interesting. Like, she's killed him because she blames him for being the reason why she can no longer see her daughter and see her husband. But also, his actions took place before she was born. So it's like the grandfather paradox, mate. Bare confusing. But it's interesting, like I said, she's killed him. Now her and Victor obviously were squaring up. She's got some sort of powers that she can use when she doesn't have to say, I heard a rumour anymore. You know, I don't know if it's because she walked into the little dome that Victor and obviously Harlan created when he was trying to extract the powers from him, and she went inside and got impacted herself. But she was making Victor do things without saying, I heard a rumour, which I thought was really interesting, and other people picked up on it as well, and they did ask those questions. Seems like something's triggered in her as well. She seems like kind of dark and evil now. She's having conversations as well with Lila and stuff, and Lila saying, look mate, you know, the world's moving too fast. It's absolutely rapid. If you don't keep up with it, you're going to get lost. You know, you need to pick a focal point and just set your eyes on it, like a figure skater when he's spinning 900 miles an hour. They have to pick one section, look at it, and just keep their head up until they know that that's the place that's going to ground them. And the way I think obviously she's doing it is with Diego, and she needs to find her own source. Now she can't do it to Luther because he made an absolute sick proposal, I thought, to be honest, to Sloane. He gave her a ring that was in a book of different places around the world that she wants to visit, and obviously inside it was a ring, and it's not a diamond. Well, do you know what's interesting, mate? Is that you can have a diamond this big, or you can have a moon rock like 1 mil, and it's probably way more. You know, like 1 millimeter thick of moon rock. It's probably worth way more than a diamond that's like this thick, just because of how rare it is. And obviously, she's got like probably the only one in the world. So I do like that actually. I thought the ring was well cool, and she said yes. But like I said, this chaos is happening. They thought to consume the Kugelblitz. You know, they put it inside of the cube, so to speak. I thought it was interesting that Ben didn't want to actually kill them and said that he made a deal with obviously his dad to kind of use them for further plans or whatever. But the other one just wanted to kill him. She's been consistent as well, you know. She's been like, let's take him out. Let's do this. Let's do that. She's saying that Ben's not in charge. His plan's not working. He's not a good leader. Well, to be honest, right, I'm not going to lie. Yeah, I have to do call stuff out. I thought Ben has done all right since he become in charge. He got what he tried to do. He did get Harlan kind of handed to him, even though it was randomly and like it wasn't the way he wanted, but it happened. He did obviously get Luther to kind of join them and unite the family, and then he did, at that point of them arguing, get the two families to work together to consume the Kugelblitz. So to be honest, I don't think he was that bad of a leader. He was going on like he's awful and everything that he's doing is not working. So I mean, I see it expanding, exploding, devastating, killing the city. What's going to happen to everybody else? Nobody from both families. Well, actually, very interesting, I'm lying. Somebody has been taken from the family now, and it looks like the cube's gone as well. So the only person that's technically left standing, well, it's two, Sloane and Ben. Now, I'd be disappointed if Sloane ends up going and we just got Ben left, because technically, yes, it's Ben from the Sparrow Academy, but it's Ben. Ben's been in 2 seasons, and nothing against Ben, but like, you know, why is it that we introduce a full new cast and they all get taken away? That would be my question, but we haven't finished the season yet, so I'm interested to see where we go, because I really do actually want Sloane to stay, because I think that she's elevated Lou for this season. So that's where we currently are. Hopefully guys did enjoy today's video. If you did, please smash the like, really helps out the channel. Subscribe if you're new, and as always, I'll catch you in the next one. Cheers guys.